Welcome to Moffett Library's Faculty Workshop, AI at MSU. Almost everything I say today is quoted from or based on other people's work, so I want to start by showing a list of references. We here at Moffett Library are not experts in the AI field, which is constantly expanding with new innovations, but as researchers, we have put together what we believe to be the best currently available information, resources, and links for you to use in your classrooms. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is firmly founded on the principle that if you don't have the homemade variety, store-bought is fine. The Oxford Dictionary defines it as the theory and development of computer systems able to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition, decision-making, and translation between languages. AI gives computers the ability to think and learn on their own, similar to how people do. AI can complete tasks, make decisions, and get better at them over time, so that they will not need constant instructions or inputs from humans. Even if you hate the idea of AI, you are using it. Physical and online stores use AI to track your purchases. Streaming services use AI to monitor your viewing time and habits. Social media platforms use AI algorithms to curate your news feeds and suggest content based on your past behavior and preferences. This includes personalized recommendations for posts, videos, and news articles. Here are some AI you may be familiar with: Siri, Alexa, ChatGPT. The G here is for generative or predictive, because the AI model can generate new outputs. P is for pre-trained. The AI model has had several levels of training, with special emphasis on the initial levels. T is for transformer, the machine learning system used to create the model. Other chatbots, Face ID, vehicles with self-driving capabilities like adaptive cruise control and automatic emergency braking systems, automated financial investing through companies such as Betterment, and robot-assisted instruction, like the Movia Teacher's Aid for children with autism, are also examples. Use of AI is a course-level decision. If you expressly prohibit AI, using these tools in your class is misconduct. You should state that it is not allowed and let students know how it will be detected and measured. Texas A&M summarizes some syllabus statement examples in their document, Generative AI Syllabus Statement Considerations, at ai.tamu.edu. If you permit AI, then the limitations of AI use should be explained to students. This should include how and on what assignments it may be used and how to cite its use. One source of AI citation information is at apastyle.apa.org. If the use of AI is left unspecified, the acceptable use or penalties for using AI tools will not be apparent to students. This may cause students to rely on individual assumptions and create disconnection between faculty and students on course expectations. The MSU Texas Strategic Plan suggests that teaching effectiveness and career preparation demand updated pedagogies and assessments. It proposes that AI categories for courses be identified and tied to course objectives. The suggested categories are prohibited, critical, limited, and exploratory. To meet the objectives in an AI prohibited course, the work completed for a final grade cannot be offloaded or outsourced to generative AI. To meet the objectives in an AI critical course, some work completed for a final grade will require critical evaluation of Gen AI outputs. To meet the objectives in an AI limited course, work may be completed with assistance from Gen AI, but students must acknowledge it as a source and faculty may limit its use. To meet the objectives in an AI exploratory course, work will include extensive use of Gen AI. Whatever your decision for each class you teach, a syllabus statement is required to identify the AI category and provide a rationale related to course outcomes. In February of 2026, a group of MSU faculty presented a Teaching and Learning Resource Collaborative, or TLRC, workshop entitled For the Love of Learning Assignment Redesign for Gen AI. They reviewed these 4 AI categories and then provided real examples of assignments from different classes for each category. For AI prohibited, they suggested in-class writing assignments. In a Spanish class with an objective of students producing an example of real-world written Spanish, the assignment gives students a prompt in advance to prepare, but they write in class. The instructor uses a rubric evaluating content, comprehensibility, discourse level, vocabulary, language control, and mechanics. In a humanities or English survey course with an objective of students demonstrating critical thinking, the assignment is for students to produce an in-class written reflection in response to a passage from a primary text. The instructor evaluates the level of thinking and assigns a score. For AI critical, they suggested assignments comparing or evaluating AI output. In a radiology class with the objective of evaluating Gen AI output for accuracy, the assignment is for students to write a paragraph, then compare it to an output on the topic produced by Gen AI. The instructor uses a rubric evaluating the student's adherence to the assignment requirements. In an English course with the objective of students developing critical AI literacy, the assignment is for students to review a Gen AI sample essay and evaluate it for biases and hallucinations, after which the instructor evaluates the application of AI literacy instruction. For AI limited, they suggested that AI could be used as a study tool. In a management class where all course objectives include communication and critical thinking, students complete an entrepreneurship team project. Students are permitted to use Gen AI for brainstorming, planning, research, and editing only. This Gen AI usage must be documented and cited. The instructor evaluates students on several components. In a math course with the objective of students demonstrating understanding of content through assigned problems, students complete homework problems in mathgpt.ai. Students are permitted to use Gen AI for guidance on the solution process. The instructor administers quizzes and exams to measure knowledge. In an American government course with the objective of students critically assessing data about political developments in the U.S., students are permitted to use Gen AI as a pre-writing learning tool only to write a response paper drawing upon course materials and/or outside sources. The instructor evaluates the response paper for understanding and original work. For AI exploratory, they suggested active, purposeful use of AI output. In a nursing course with the objective of students demonstrating competency in clinical reasoning by articulating a comprehensive explanation of a selected pathophysiological process, students are given a ChatGPT prompt that instructs ChatGPT to ask Socratic-style questions to assist a nursing student in understanding the disease topic of the student's choice. The instructor uses a rubric to evaluate the student's log of the questions, answers, and reflections. In a nursing course with the objective of students demonstrating clarification of individualized misunderstood topics as a formative assessment, students will use the Nursing Tutor AI within CoursePoint Plus to advance understanding of incorrect quiz responses and complete a written remediation of this tutoring. The instructor reviews written remediations to ensure students have corrected their misunderstanding of the materials. To prevent AI usage, you could choose to remove all computers from your classroom. Another solution is to require handwritten assignments to be submitted in class. although such solutions may be more difficult for students with accommodations. You could use Turnitin or GPT-0 to detect AI. Turnitin's similarity checking workflow is integrated with D2L. The detection component provides a percentage score for AI written text. However, the AI score will include all text consistency, including spell check, predictive text, etc., and is not limited to ChatGPT. GPT-0 is a relatively low-tech method to detect plagiarism and AI-generated text for AI detection. GPT-0 is not integrated with D2L and may entail a cost to access the full version. You could adapt your assignments or entire course in a variety of ways. Craft writing prompts that require creative thought. A tool like ChatGPT can easily respond to a simple prompt, but it will have trouble with a prompt that requires compare and contrast responses. Run your prompts through ChatGPT. Using ChatGPT on a draft of the writing prompt can help modify it to eliminate the potential for AI influence. Scaffold your writing assignments. Scaffolded assignments are commonly used for combating plagiarism. Scaffolding permits observation of a student's thinking and writing process over time and helps gauge consistency. Promote library resources. ChatGPT cannot generate an accurate bibliography, nor does it understand the concept of citations. This can be a good jumping-off point to explain proper citation and use of sources to your students. Remind students that AI can provide inaccurate information. Students should realize that all its responses must be carefully researched and checked for errors introduced by AI. Model productive use of AI tools. A dialogue between the user and the AI tool can help the user to probe deeper into the subject matter, become familiar with mainstream scholarship, and push beyond easy answers toward original work. Again, I want to emphasize that the majority of this content was originally produced by someone else. I want to say thank you to everyone who contributed to these resources and references. To the rest of my audience, thank you for your attention, and good luck.